everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Saturday, March 11th. Now on our show today, we have Harvard Eye Associates with Dr. John Hovnessian, who actually has a warning to tell us about mercury poisoning. So very interesting, so stick around for that. And then we have the Laguna Woods Village Aquadettes with Kathy Wood and Judy Starrett Rizzo. And they have a great fundraiser coming up, and they want to tell you all about it so you can support them so they can get some brand new bathing suits for their next performance. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. Well, we are looking at showers today, 63-54, and then AM clouds, and then sunshine, 63-51 and 65-53. All right, let's take a look at our travel weather. If you are heading to the beach, take a look at these numbers: 62-55, 65-54, 65-51, and then the mountains are 38-29, 47-32, 37-26. Palm Springs is getting up there, nice 78-57, and Las Vegas 74-53. Now they're still grappling with a lot of that snow, so make sure you go to caltrans.gov. All right, our sunrise this morning was at 6:07, and sunset will be at 5:56. And take a look at these early photos of the flower fields in Carlsbad, California, in the San Diego area. Just gorgeous, and this is only the beginning. So maybe you can make a trip down there maybe later this month or sometime early next month when we have some beautiful skies. Okay, when we come back, we will have Dr. John Hovnessian with Harvard Eye Associates, so stay tuned.
Hey Laguna Woods Village residents, did you miss a broadcast of your favorite Village television show? Don't worry, the solution to your problem is just a click away. The Village Television YouTube channel has got you covered. From board meetings to fitness classes, to shows like ThisDay, Let's Talk Tech, or Tales from the Woods. You can watch every broadcast anytime on YouTube. Catch up on all the latest and greatest shows and events happening in Laguna Woods Village on our YouTube channel, Village Television.
The Hogue Classic is returning March 15th through the 19th. Defending champ Retief Goosen and a Hall of Fame roster of PGA Tour legends descend on Newport Beach Country Club to take top prize from the $2 million purse. Join us for the fun, the sun, and the legends. For tickets, visit HogueClassic.com. See you at the beach.
Welcome to Harvard Eye Associates. We're focused on your eye care at all three of our Orange County locations.
Our new location in Laguna Hills, Orange, and San Clemente.
Each facility features the latest in advanced technology and diagnostic equipment.
And a trusted collection of doctors that care about your vision and your quality of life.
We deliver what matters to you and your family.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dr. John Hovnessian, who is here on behalf of Harvard Eye Associates. Well, welcome back. How are you?
Thank you, Lisa. It's great to be here as always.
And I thank you very much for coming in because I know you have a busy schedule. So today, a very interesting subject matter, mercury poisoning.
Yeah.
And you would wonder how that's going to affect our eyesight. So tell me a little bit about what mercury poisoning is.
Yeah, so late last year this became newsworthy because there was a story of a patient a woman in Minnesota who became exposed to high levels of mercury. And so we are getting a certain number of questions from patients about it. And mercury is everywhere. It's an element that's present in the environment, present in soil, present in all things, but usually in very small quantities. Mm-hmm. Where we tend to get into trouble is when we get exposed to some product or some thing that contains higher levels of mercury. Mm. And probably the single most common source that is dangerous is actually cosmetics.
Oh, isn't that interesting? Now, see, sometimes we try to read that teeny tiny little print on the back of some of those products, and you just can't. But then also a fallacy, which you were telling me about, is that we don't necessarily get exposure to mercury through what we eat.
Yeah, so we can talk about that first. So what we eat may contain some mercury too, and a lot of people talk about fish and the concern that fish, particularly the larger fish, which tend to have, the swordfish and the larger bodied fish tend to have a greater exposure to mercury and greater content. In balance, if you look at the content of mercury in fish and what that causes in terms of health damage versus the health benefits of eating fish a couple of times a week, in general, it favors eating fish more rather than less. Now, some exceptions, it's better to avoid high mercury-containing fish, particularly if you're pregnant, and for small children because they're particularly susceptible to mercury poisoning.
Right.
But and the FDA and the CDC have on their websites lists of fish that have more or less mercury to guide, what variety you should probably buy.
Okay, so all right, so that's an internal situation. So what we're talking about today is external, and we're looking at cosmetics, and we can buy cosmetics anywhere.
Yep.
Right, you can get them at just about any store.
Yep.
And you can even get them sold at swap meets and things like that.
That's right.
So what happened? This lady was exposed. Is that correct?
So she was using a skin whitening product. So it's often skin lightening products, those that take away age spots and that lighten our skin, are particularly prone to contain mercury. But any beauty product that's applied to the skin can potentially contain mercury. And this is really difficult partly because of just exactly what you said. There are so many places you can buy it. You can buy it online, you can buy it at swap meets, you can buy it at stores. And the FDA regulates it, but they don't approve products for the use in the U.S. So there may be illegally sold products here in the U.S. that contain high levels of mercury, and sometimes it's labeled and sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
So, it's recommended for people, if you're using cosmetics, learn about what you're getting. First, always read the ingredient list because that is going to be if it lists mercury in any way, just don't use it.
Right.
And by the way, it doesn't necessarily say mercury. There's a word calomel that means mercury.
So how do you spell that for me?
Calomel. Calomel is a word that's commonly substituted for mercury. Or it may say mercurous or mercuric, which are just ionic forms of mercury that they're still mercury. And those are the forms that bind to neurologic tissue and cause trouble.
Oh, boy.
And so you have to be careful about that. And as I said, a lot of them that have ingredients labeled don't list mercury, even if they have mercury in them. The woman in Minnesota who was affected, the local health authority tested some of her cosmetics. One particular product that didn't list mercury in its ingredients had 18,000 times the concentration that is allowed in the U.S. For a cosmetic product. So,
are they adding it in, or is it their machinery that is using? I mean, how is it getting in there?
Typically, it's added because it does have some, benefits in terms of shutting down melanin production, and that's the benefit in terms of skin lightening.
I see.
So the product works, but there's no way that it's worth the trouble that it can cause. Would you trade your brain power to have to get rid of age spots?
Wow.
No. And remember also that the damage done is not just to the person who's taking the mercury containing product, using it, and of course using it on the skin is the same as using it. It goes right through the skin. But it's also a risk to family members. Because, for example, in the woman in Minnesota, they tested her children. Her children had 150 times the recommended concentration of mercury in their blood.
Wow.
A washcloth that you wipe your face with now contains mercury, and that doesn't necessarily come out in the wash. And so other people are exposed to it. Just the air, vapor of mercury is very dangerous. So the best thing you can do is use reputable products, purchase through reputable sources. I would avoid swap meets for buying cosmetics. Read the instructions. If they don't come in English, that's one red flag, whatever they say. But even if they do come in English, it's good to look at websites, cross-reference with other sites that might tell you that, hey, this is a reputable product.
Right.
Beauty products are very habitual. We tend to use what we like, and we continue to use it over a long period of time. And so the risk means that we have a responsibility to make sure that what we're using is not going to harm our bodies or our brains.
What symptoms was the gal having? Because I'm wondering if, I mean, we use eye products all the time.
Yeah.
And so was she breaking out in a rash? Did she have styes? What was it?
So mercury poisoning has a number of symptoms that are somewhat nonspecific. So irritability, a little bit just feeling tired, right?
That could be anything.
Yeah, could be 1,000. Could be not getting your coffee.
That was me this morning.
Yes, before your coffee, right? It can be just sort of forgetfulness. It can be a whole bunch of tiredness, a whole bunch of things that are nonspecific. If you feel like you have a change in your health, always check with your doctor. If you're at all concerned you may have been exposed to something, ask your doctor to test for mercury poisoning, because you want to know about if it's happening, and then you want to investigate and eliminate those sources in your life.
Wow.
And this particular woman, I bring this case up because she lost vision. It affected her optic nerve.
Oh my.
Neural tissue is attacked by mercury. It causes free oxygen species to damage the tissue. She lost some of her peripheral vision, and she'll never regain it.
Wow.
So,
a unique case, though.
Unique, but not that unique. You know, we know that, for example, macular degeneration is linked to mercury exposure. Other neurologic diseases, Parkinson's, ALS, Alzheimer's, all can be associated with mercury poisoning. So this is an important problem that we face even in this country, where we think our products are safe, and we have to educate ourselves and protect ourselves.
It seems like every time you turn around, there's something else, right?
Something new that can kill you.
And it's difficult, as you mentioned, to pinpoint it and find it and try to protect yourself. So great information. Now, you mentioned the FDA and the CDC. Do they have do they have the products listed that we should be careful about? Or?
There is not an exhaustive list of products. There are certain products I know that are listed as with warnings. But in general, it's better to find products that they sort of recommend as safe, or other websites recommend as safe. And you have to be careful. There's a lot of websites just promoting the sale of products. Make sure that it's not just a small number of places that it's being promoted, but that it's a widely accepted product. You're probably safe if you do that.
Okay. All right. Well, perfect. Thank you for the information in the morning.
Nice to see you.
You too. If you want more information about what we have just discussed, you can certainly contact Harvard Eye Associates at harvardeye.com, or call them at 949-951-2020. We'll be right back.
At Harvard Eye Associates, we are committed to your vision care and quality of life.
It's a commitment we don't take lightly.
Our trusted team of doctors provides specialized eye care using state-of-the-art technology.
We deliver what matters to you.
And your family.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
At Genesis of Laguna Niguel, we care about every customer and treat you like family. So think of us kind of like a good grandson. We take our time to go over all your new Genesis's technology features, step by step, all in the comfort of our showroom while enjoying complimentary refreshments. Or if you prefer, we can deliver your new Hyundai and cover everything in person. It's that easy. For a simply better buying and ownership experience, visit Genesis of Laguna Niguel.
Welcome back. Well, we have Judy and Kathy here on behalf of the Aquadettes. Well, welcome, ladies. Nice to see you. How are you?
Thank you. We're good. We're doing okay.
We're good, and you have big smiles on your face, so things must be going well. Good to hear. Now, super exciting. You guys have a fundraiser coming up, and then we'll talk a little bit about your future Aqua Follies and another fundraiser. So you guys are going to be busy practicing, I think. So tell me both about yourselves, how long you've lived in the village, and how long you've been with the Aquadettes, and we'll just start with you.
Okay, thank you. I have been living in the village for almost 4 years. Be 4 years this summer with my husband. And what else?
Well, just how long you've been with the Aquadettes.
Oh, 1 year, just
Oh, just 1 year. Wow.
But I was able to be in the show last year. That was quite an experience. So now I was nervous last year. Now, well, I'm still nervous, but I'm looking forward to it now that I know what I've gotten myself into.
Well, yes, and you know what to expect. Perfect. And how about you?
I'm the old timer. I think I'm the oldest one there now, except for Margaret, who's taking a little bit of a back seat. But I've been there about 15 years.
Okay.
I've been in the village 17 years.
All right.
And what can I say? My skills, do they get better? No. I'm still at the same level, but it's been a lot of fun.
She's good.
She's good. Well, of course, and you've been in the aqueducts for so long that of course you can shed some light on what are some of the tips and tricks of doing it correctly and staying in sync and that kind of thing. So.
Well, I have to say this, our coach is a stickler for doing things correctly. And so I'm having to undo all the old things that I've been doing for 12, 15 years. The new ones have an advantage over me because they can learn it faster.
Is the coach new?
2 years.
Oh, 2 years. Okay. Okay.
She's very good.
That's
very
wonderful.
good.
So she has a background in this type of swing?
Oh, yes. Since she was 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a real pro.
And what is her name?
Bunny
Quartararo.
Bunny Quartararo. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, Kathy, you're not only an aqueduct and a resident, you also have a little bit of a job here.
Yes, I'm a gate ambassador. I've lately been working at Gate 2.
Okay.
But we move around, so my new gig will be at Gate 10 mostly. And I work mornings. I start at 6 a.m., which I've got tired of, so I'm going to start now at 8 o'clock.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm
now
looking
you have
forward to that.
time for that coffee. I want you to look right in this camera, and I want you to wave into this camera. Now let's get the number 1 on, because this is what you're going to see and wave as you drive into the gate.
I'm going to go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so funny. All right, so you guys have a fundraiser coming up. And you're going to have a band play. How exciting. Tell me about it.
We do. We've hired the Nomads again. Last year we had them, and we were very successful as a fundraiser. And because we need money every year to replace our old equipment. We've been part of the village for 50-some years.
Yeah.
And we're replacing our curtains, which were probably 50-some years old. We were afraid to dry clean them or wash them for fear they'd just disintegrate. So we're using the Nomads as our fundraiser. And it's going to be March the 25th, a Saturday.
Okay.
And it's going to be from 5 to 8 at Clubhouse 1. And we're doing different this year is besides having we're having a buffet. It's called the Mermaid International Buffet, and we're contributing international hors d'oeuvres, which is part of the cost of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, the program.
Okay.
And we're going to have raffle. We'll be raffling off some wine, and then besides the Nomad, it's going to be fun. We had a great time last year when we did it. We did.
It looks great. I've never even heard of what you just mentioned, the Mermaid International Buffet.
I think we just made it up.
We coined that.
You're calling it that, right? I mean, that's very cute, right?
Yeah.
So, but is it really going to be some international treats and things? Oh, nice.
From all over the world, we're having Luann Hughes, a new member, is taking this one on, and she's giving us all a country that we're going to represent with.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
That is great. Now, where do they buy tickets if they would like to go?
Go ahead, Kathy.
At Clubhouse 1, Pool 1, on Mondays and Fridays at 11 o'clock to noon. They can come by and buy tickets.
Okay.
Or they can call Kim Knotts and talk to her about buying tickets, or they can do Zelle through their bank account and go to Kim and send it to Kim's number and put in the memo Nomads.
Okay, and then let's just take a look at it.
There's Kim's number.
It's $25.
$25.
And that includes everything you see there. Now it says no host bar. So that
Forgot
would be,
to mention, that's important.
Yeah, I mean, there's a no host
alcohol.
bar, but they would be buying their drinks.
Yes.
Right? Okay, perfect. And then, as you mentioned, you get a raffle ticket, and you'll have wine and some other goodies. So what is it you would like to raise? I mean, you raised money last year. Is there a certain amount that you're looking to raise?
We need, because we have expanded our group so much, there's 14 of us now.
Oh, wow.
We need bathing suits. Is
14? No, there's 18.
18?
Yeah.
Oh, now there's 18.
But we need
my.
bathing suits.
Yes, and those are costly.
Very expensive.
Yeah, they are.
We need new curtains, yay. We're replacing those.
Great.
They're going to be very nice and dramatic. We need underwater speakers.
Oh, that's right. You've been trying to get those for a long time.
It's so nice to swim
Our equipment needs
underwater.
updating. It's as old
Well,
as
how
us.
do you?
so-
What do you do? Do you have an earpiece that you can wear underwater and
No,
hear the
you
music?
just hear it with the speaker in the water. So we can all keep count and hear the beat. And
Right.
Yeah.
But no, what are you doing now, though? You can hear the music from underneath the water, just not as well
It's
as you'd like to.
unpredictable.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I bet,
Unpredictable.
because you never know. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that sounds awesome. So I'm really glad that you'll be able to, get what you need, hopefully, and everybody will participate. Because your Aqua Follies is going to be in August.
August 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
We're doing it earlier this year. Last year we did it in September, and we found that it was a little difficult for people with their schedules.
Oh, okay.
And
Vacations and all.
Oh, all right, all right. And this Aquadet's on Broadway. So give me an idea of what we're going to see.
We're going to, well, I'm choreographing to Memory, the song Memory. So this will be my first time doing this, and I'm going to have, everybody's going to be dressed as a cat, and hopefully have the ears and maybe a tail.
Maybe.
And everybody's going to participate, and it's going to be fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And is the show similar to the shows in the past? I mean, you pretty much have a very similar agenda where you come out, I think you come together and you do perform, you have individual performances, and we do have some show from previous performances. We do have some video that we're showing people, but go ahead and tell me.
well,
what
we've got some surprises coming,
Okay.
which we're not going to discuss.
Of course not. That's
But
why
so
there's a
that'll make it
surprise.
different. There'll be surprises. And, what else? There's the theme is, following a theme is different for us. Last year was the first time we did a theme, and it was a lot of fun with Disney.
That was the Disney, yeah.
And so the Broadway theme will be a lot of fun with Broadway numbers.
Oh,
and
nice.
the one that I'm choreographing is called All That Jazz, Liza Minnelli singing.
that'll be
It's a real
great.
rousing one. And
Oh, fun.
Yes. So
All of a sudden I thought of Singing in the Rain. I thought, wouldn't that be great if you could make it rain on the pool?
Well, last year, it did rain.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, well, there you go. You might just get lucky if that happens to be incorporated.
Right.
Oh, that sounds great. And of course, you'll come back and you'll tell us all about the fun stuff and maybe bring, I know you in the past have brought some of your swimsuit samples. So maybe when you get to that point, you can come back and show us that.
Not quite ready. I did mention, this is important, I did fail to mention that we get a great deal of support from the Village Community Fund.
Right.
They fund senior activities that benefit seniors, and so they're supporting us. And so we are asking people to, if they want to donate, besides just buying a ticket, that they can do it toward the Village Fund and get a tax deductible. It's
There you go. Okay, fantastic. And that was the Village Community Fund.
Yeah, I wanted to say that.
Okay, perfect. And then, of course, you're going to have one more fundraiser at some point. Tell me a little bit about that.
I didn't go to that last year. What is it called?
Boot Scoot and Boogie.
Yeah,
that
right.
Doug Houston's very popular in
Doug
this community,
Houston,
I'm telling
yeah.
you.
I understand it was a great turnout. He's a good teacher, and it'll be just another opportunity to fundraise and get the
Perfect.
money we need.
And what's different with that is that we're going to have it catered by Martinez. It's going to be barbecue.
Great.
So
Now,
that'll
where
make
is that going to be? Because right now we just have the date and what
Clubhouse
location?
1 again.
That'll be in Clubhouse 1. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Well, wonderful, ladies.
The date, though, did we give the date? June 17th,
June
Saturday.
17th.
Yeah.
Perfect,
Okay.
perfect. Again, of course, you'll come back and tell us all about that too. All right.
hope
Well,
so.
thank you both so
Thank
much. I
you.
appreciate it. And good luck to you. Have fun.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
If you want more information about the Aquadettes, you can always get in touch with them by email, theaquadettes@gmail.com, or give them a call at 949-632-4722. We'll be right back.
The California Attorney General, Ron Bonta, issued a consumer alert on hearing aids sold over the counter or online. Quote, while hearing aids sold online or over the counter may appear to be more cost effective than traditional hearing aids, they may not properly address your particular hearing loss needs, or they may be outright scams. He goes on to say, get checked by a licensed hearing professional and beware of misleading claims. Call Advanced Ear Care today for answers on over-the-counter hearing aids and options. Tell them Stuart sent you.
We are the first light after a cancer diagnosis. the illuminated entry point to life-saving cancer therapies and novel treatments
often sought by the rest of the world.
We are a dedicated team of more than 400 physicians
and 1,000 scientists and researchers.
We are cancer-focused, but human-centric.
We are thousands of breakthrough discoveries.
We are where cancer stops.
And life keeps on getting lived.
The future of cancer treatment is here.
Our movie for today is called Les Miserables, and you can catch that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Memorial Care. All right, we have a few announcements to share with you. There is going to be a drive-through distribution of food that's going to be at the United Methodist Church, but it is put on by Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods, and it's going to be on Friday, March 17th from 9 a.m. to 10:30, and you just pull in, pick up your groceries, and drive away. So if you have any questions, you can always call 949-609-8574. Now, we do have a few other things to tell you about. For instance, Memorial Care is going to have a hot chocolate social. Now, that is put on with our folks here at Thrive. If you want to participate, make sure you call Jessica at 949-452-3791. And they're also having a very important panel that's going to be talking about cancer detection. Now, this is going to be happening in the month of March, and you will be able to have light refreshments. That's going to be on Monday, March 27th. They will have light refreshments and a raffle that they're going to be doing, but you'll be able to hear all about cancer detection with a panel of different types of doctors. Now, they do ask that you call the number for Jessica, and it's right there on your screen at 949-452-3791. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking at rainy skies, and it's a little tough out there right now, but we've got beautiful skies coming up in the next couple of days. But today, 63-54, 63-51, and 65-53. And if you're traveling, take a look at these numbers. The beaches are looking okay at 62-55, 65-54, 65-51. Mountains 38-29, 47-32, 37-26. Palm Springs 78-57, and Las Vegas 74-53. And make sure you check caltrans.gov if you are traveling to the mountains, as some of those road closures are still happening. All right, have a great day today. We'll see you again on Monday, and have a super weekend. And don't forget that tomorrow you need to spring ahead 1 hour. We'll see you again on Monday. Bye-bye.
The Salvation Army Orange County is committed to building hope in people's lives rather than just more shelters. The Center of Hope, a comprehensive homeless care solution, combines a 325-bed emergency shelter, 72 permanent supportive housing apartments, on-site medical, dental, vision, and mental health care, and an award-winning drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. Donate today to transform lives, create safer neighborhoods, and provide an opportunity to end chronic homelessness in Orange County.